Hey guys, it's geosephcool here, back with another video on my channel, and this one we're going to be learning about the RMS Titanic. This video is by me. Remember, Joseph Costello is my real name. Alright, let's do this. But I gotta ask this question. Have you ever watched James Cameron's Titanic? And you might see scenes from this. What was the Titanic? Well, the Titanic was an actual ship that sank in 1912. In this video, I want to show Titanic's tragedy. When was the Titanic built? Construction began on the Titanic started in 1909 in Belfast, Ireland. It's designed by Thomas Andrews and took several years to complete. It got launched in May of 1911. I can't see because it's showing my face. The Titanic was the largest and most luxurious ship ever constructed at the time. It contained several dining rooms, a gym, a pool on board. Separation of classes on board. These were three classes was on board. There were first class, second class, and third class passengers. First class passengers were rich. Second class passengers were not rich and not poor. Third class passengers were poor. Some of the richest people in the Titanic were sailed in first class on the Titanic, including John Jacob Astor, Molly Brown, and Ida Stratus. These passengers had access to the best room services and areas on the ship. It also had first access. They were one of the first people to survive. These were their rooms, and they were very rich, and they had the most luck. Second-class passengers. Second-class passengers on Titanic had much smaller rooms because they were fairly comfortable. These third-class passengers to some areas of the ship that third class wasn't allowed on. That's the second-class staircase, and these are some second-class rooms. It's kind of fancy, in my opinion. The third class as passengers were the advised group of immigrants hoping to start new lives in North America. My sleeping and eating and academics were far the smallest on Titanic, but were still small compared to the other ships at the time. Here are the captains and crew. Edward John Smith was the captain of the Titanic. There were 913 crew members on board. Underground, there were co-workers. They worked hard all day. They had to give steam to the ship. Titanic Is Gone. 11:40 p.m. April 14th, 1912. Titanic hits the iceberg. It leaves a hole on the bottom. They try to miss it, but it didn't happen. The coal workers were sometimes trapped. They were one of the first people to die. Lifeboats. The lifeboats help people survive. Women and children were only allowed to go on them. The Titanic always let women and children go first. Sometimes people needed help because not everyone on the Titanic spoke English. 1,503 people lost their lives on the Titanic. This is the last person on board the Titanic. The Titanic's last passenger was Charles Johan. He was the baker of the Titanic. He survived. Titanic Today. Today, many people talk about it right now because I'm talking about it right now. It is underwater. In 1985, it was first discovered by Robert Ballard. Then people tried to find it, but they could not. Alright, so that is all it for the document. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Alright, and I'll see you later.